welcome to the show. And on the show today, I have with me a great businessman and a great leader and the founder of Bollywood Leisure Private Limited in Sri Lanka. One and only Mr. Viraj Panchal.
Hello.
Good to have you on this show.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Excellent.
Getting things started, Mr. Viraj, tell us about your journey into Sri Lanka.
Well, I came originally to Sri Lanka for altogether a different purpose. The main reason I was here was I was attached with the apparel industry, and we had a garment business operating over here.
Okay.
Where all the US orders we used to place with factories in Sri Lanka. That's how it was started, with the buying office operation.
When was this?
This is somewhere in 1992 is when I arrived.
Okay.
Pretty long back, and then for first few years till probably about 95, 96, we were running a buying office operation in Colombo and placing orders with various factories right throughout Sri Lanka. You know, somewhere were located pretty far as well, like Polonnaruwa and Udupi and so on. And so basically, and then eventually some of our buyers were very keen to start manufacturing business with us. So they were pushing us to start our own factories. So eventually then we started our own factory, and one of them was located in Valapani, which was started in 96, 97, and then again all this was for a company where I used to work. But in 1998, I started my own plant, which was at Malvatta Export Processing Park, which is in Nitambo.
Okay.
So that factory was my first manufacturing plant, and we were running that, and I was doing orders with buyers like Macy's and May Department and Tommy Hilfiger, etc. And eventually means that was going on well, and on the side I always had this passion of starting up a good Indian restaurant, because I always used to feel that there was a need of a good Indian restaurant in Colombo.
This was the early 2000s.
This was in early 2000, yeah. So what happened was, once me and my partner Dilip, we were visiting Bombay, and then we came across a common friend called Sukhwinder Singh. Basically, he was running a restaurant in Bombay, and then we invited him to come and visit here and see the options of starting something with us over here. Whereas they came immediately, accepted our invitation, came here, and we started and started looking for a place. He was quite happy to be here, and then we immediately looked for a place and came across a location at Dharma Mawata, number 82 Dharma, where previously the mango tree was located. And then basically that restaurant, we took the place in 2003, did up the whole place, spent a lot of money on that place, and then 2004 May, 24th May 2004, if I'm not mistaken, is when we started the mango tree. And the mango tree started with a great bang, and we were having very good reviews about the food, and we were doing very well, and we were running pretty full always, because when we started with about 50 cover restaurant. It was a smaller place. Eventually what we did was we started expanding. Our next door house was available, so we took that place, and then we took the upper floor also. And that way we kept on expanding. We added on some party places, private VIP rooms, and so on. And everything was doing well. And simultaneously we started opening up outlets as well. In the first outlet, I think so, we had was in Odell. Yeah, and then after Odell we had Prescott. And then we had in City Center, and the last one was at OGF.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now the interesting question is this love that you have for the trees. Now why mango tree?
Because when we got the first location at Dharmapala Mahata, right at the entrance, we had a huge mango tree. So we thought that, and we were searching for the names, and I had a consultant from Bombay where she had sent me a list of names, and one of the names in that list was mango tree. And whereas we had 3 trees on our premises.
Okay.
At Dharmapala Mahata, one right at the entrance and another 2 on the side. So then I thought this is the message, and let's go with the name, the mango tree, which is and mango being a fruit which is loved by everybody all over the world, rather, and very famous with Sri Lankans and very famous with Indians as well. So I thought let's go ahead with this name, the mango tree, and it really gelled well with our whole concept, because we and then we didn't want to probably have a very we wanted to have a more common name, easy catchy name for people to remember, and it served the purpose, I believe.
Of course,
Yeah.
and that is actually everybody knows mango tree without a doubt. So is mango tree the first North Indian restaurant in Colombo?
Well, there.
At the time when you came?
When I came in '92, I think so. I remember only of 2 places where I used to eat the North Indian food or the Punjabi food, what we call. So one was, of course, Navaratna at the Taj, and the other place, what I remember, there was a place called Saras on Duplication Road, which was there for a while, but eventually I think so. I believe it was closed down.
Okay.
And there was nothing decent to go about. So except Taj in the 5-star. So we thought that maybe there is a very good opportunity to create a good quality product, Indian food restaurant, which is of a good standard and to have something out of the 5-star. And so we created a standalone property. When we found Dharmapala Mahata, we thought it was a good location, and that's where we were there for almost 18 years. Till we moved here in now about 2 years to the new location of Deal Place.
Let's talk about that. Don't forget, we are in conversation with the founder of Bollywood Leisure Private Limited, better known as the Mango Tree. We come to another tree, Jack Tree. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
That love for the trees didn't stop there. You moved on to Jack Tree.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So when we were looking for a place for a Thai restaurant, we thought that we could have opened up a next Indian restaurant somewhere a little in and around Colombo, but then we wanted to be in Colombo because I was still involved with my garment business at that time, and I thought it would be difficult to manage something if we go a little away from Colombo. So then we thought that why not we plan out a good Thai restaurant, which we saw that you find Chinese restaurants everywhere in Sri Lanka, basically. But there were only a few Thai places. If I remember, one was at Cinnamon Lakeside, which was the Royal Thai, and then the other restaurant was Siam House, which I believe was there. And I don't think there was anything else besides these 2. So then we thought there is a room for a Thai restaurant in Colombo, and then we started looking for a place, and we found this place at Park Road, and there was a jackfruit tree on the premises behind. So then we thought, why not we call this a jack tree? And the second reason also was that when we went to Thailand to look for our chefs, and my head chef for the Thai restaurant who joined me at that time in 2008 when we started, his name was Jack. Yeah. So So I said we have a jackfruit tree and we have a chef who's named Jack.
Jack.
So we decided why not
Right.
call it a jack tree. And yeah, so that's how we started. It ended up with the name Jack tree for the Thai restaurant.
How has been the response for Jack Tree, for Thai food in Colombo?
We had good reviews and response for Jack tree and the Thai food. But of course, it never was as popular as the mango tree. The Indian food probably is more popular, and Thai food was not as popular as the Indian food. But I believe there was another factor is that the location where we had Jack tree, which was on the park number 5. Was not a very great location to have. If we would have opened it up probably somewhere in Kolkati, I think it would have been a different ball game. It would have been much better for us. But yeah, so probably I feel that was a small mistake in getting into. So for restaurants, always you say location is a key thing.
Speaking of location, we have to remind you now the mango tree is located at number 10 D Place A, Colombo 3. That's the newest location, so you need to check them out. You can visit them online, you can visit them on Facebook and get the new address. Number 10 D Place A, Colombo 3.
Right.
Now, how has been the response for mango tree, the new location?
Well, basically, it is a smaller place compared to our original location, which had a lot of space. It was almost about 200 cover, and this place is about 60 cover restaurant. But we find that I think that we are doing pretty good, and it is quite well located, I feel, and. Even parking is not an issue out here because it's a private lane. So at the end of the day, in the evening, we got a lot of room for the cars to be parked around as well without disturbing our very good neighbors. So I think so. It's a good location, and we're pretty happy with this place. And maybe in future we might, when things get a little better, we will look in maybe opening up a different location as well.
Okay, speaking of doing really well, now we had the tsunami and then the war, and previously war and then the tsunami and then the Easter attacks and the COVID pandemic. So during all these bad times, how have you managed to survive in this very competitive industry?
Very, very difficult. It was a major roller coaster ride, basically. Not easy, but somehow we had very good clients who used to really love the mango tree, and we survived through even in the rough times. So we used to have a lot of takeaway and delivery business running always. During right throughout the COVID time, that was the same year basically, where we could really just. Of course, we were happy that we could at least cover up our costs and manage to survive. So that was the main reason we shifted from Dharampala Mawata to Deal Place, because the rentals were very high over there, and we wanted to move to a more affordable venue where we can survive and keep the business running and keep the staff occupied. Otherwise, I was scared that it could have been difficult, and I didn't want them to, we didn't want to close down, and we didn't want them to lose their jobs. So we somehow kept on running, although we had quite a few losses as well, but somehow we bumped in and kept it going.
How is the situation now compared to the period in the pandemic season? How is the situation now?
Much better. I mean, you see a lot of people coming out, dining out, but of course, pandemic has brought in one big change, is that the takeaway and the dine-in delivery business is increased for us. So in the past, we used to do about 25% of takeaway and delivery business, but now it has gone almost 50%. So there is a big change in that. I think a lot of people, customers, prefer to, they got used to ordering and getting food at home, and I think so quite a few of them have started going out because not everybody wants to sit at home and eat and wants to experience and go out and enjoy the meal. But quite a few amount of segment of people they order at home. So it's actually good for us both the way. It is good that we have a good takeaway business also, and we have a decent dine-in business.
Okay, you're originally from India. So coming from India, settling down in Sri Lanka, what has been the most toughest part, especially in the hospitality industry?
I was already in business before I started the restaurant business. I had been, I told you, I had a garment factory where we had about 650 people working at our plant under one roof, and basically handling people and getting things was not difficult. It has been always very easy to do things in Sri Lanka. That was a good thing, which always I used to say, I think with BOI, we were a BOI company and we are a BOI company even now, where they used to, things to do was settling down, starting up a new operation was very easy. Only difficult part in the restaurant industry, what I've seen is to retain the manpower people, because a lot of, and especially it became a more challenging after the COVID, because a lot of people want to leave Sri Lanka and go overseas for better options. So that had been a little tough time, and even in the past is managing the people in the restaurant business is a little difficult than it was with such a big, huge staff in the garment industry. I think because there's a lot to be monitored in the restaurant industry in terms of pilferages, in terms of it's a cash business and monitoring systems, controls, means all areas need to be really looked into very well.
To add to that point, I mean, the taxations, the license process, has that been easy process for you?
In the past, it was not a difficult task, but now lately, I think so. Since after the COVID, with the IMF restrictions, requirements, government had to impose a lot of taxes, which has made things more difficult for customers and of course us as well, because automatically the load we have to pass it on when we add on the VAT on the bill, and the customer would find the same food a little expensive. But you can't help that. We need to keep it going. So we try and monitor our pricing and see how we can make it as competitive and as workable for our customers.
There are so many Indian restaurants in Colombo, especially. Now, out of all of these restaurants, what would you say that will make Mango Tree special or come up on top?
I have always been only of one opinion. I tell my staff always only one thing, that we are in service industry and customer is always king. So to do whatever the best possible to give the best of the service and best of the food, and we do not cut corners in quality at all. Even if the prices were going high, we had no plans, no instructions. All our people were asked just to keep the same quality levels and maintain the quality levels to keep up the same taste, and no cutting corners with it. So the idea is that to give the best of the services and give the best of the product to the customer, for which the Mango Tree has always been famous for. So we didn't want to take any chances with that. So you come to the Mango Tree, what you tried 18 years back, people say that they still get the same product even now.
That's why it makes them a successful story. What is your favorite North Indian cuisine that you find in Mango Tree?
well, although I am, you'll be surprised, I'm still a vegetarian.
Okay.
I don't eat any meat. And for me, the there's a lot of, and that was the main reason when we started the mango tree. We had a huge variety of vegetarian items, which was very important for all of our customers, and I thought that it is necessary because most of the places you go, you get all the meats available, but in vegetarian you get very less options. So we were running quite high numbers on the vegetarian options. But yes, one of the most favorite items on our menu of mine is something called Sham Savera Kofta, which is quite popular. People really love it, and of course our black dal is also quite interesting. I love both these things. These are my favorites.
Yeah. We are getting back into the conversation once again with Mr. Viraj Panchal, the founder of Mango Tree and Jack Tree. Now, the final question, Mr. Viraj. What is the successful story of Mango Tree and Jack Tree, so-called both outlets? How has your journey been so far? Maybe now it's like close to 3 decades?
I've been in Sri Lanka from about 3 decades. And we are almost, I came in 92, so now I've been here now 31 years. But yeah, about restaurant industry, now we've been involved. We started in 2004. So we're talking about almost 18 years in the hospitality industry, and it's always been good. It's so nice meeting so many new people. It's a good feeling when you get to hear good comments and good things from all our customers, the foreigners, the visitors who come, who really enjoy the food, so it's a good factor, good feeling when you hear people saying that they really enjoy eating out at the Mango Tree and Jack Tree, So and of course,
So what's the future for Mango Tree and Jack Tree?
The future plans is basically, as I told you, if these things start improving in Sri Lanka, we definitely have a plan to open up a new outlet for the Mango Tree and Jack Tree. But of course, yes, we'll be looking probably somewhere in next year, early next year to plan out things.
Yeah, so that is something for you all to look forward to, especially if you are in love with North Indian cuisine and also vegetarian cuisine as well. Right, we are coming to you live from the newest Mango Tree location, which is at number 10 D Place A, Colombo 3. So don't forget to visit them and enjoy their mouth-watering cuisine. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Viraj. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and we'll meet up again.
Thanks.